Hey everybody, I just wanted to share my Kelsey story. This is a Kelsey 6x10 Excelsior model, the Excelsior. I got it on Facebook Marketplace a couple weeks ago, and it didn't look like this. It was sort of stuck. I basically had to really clean it up and oil it. I used a Scotch-Brite like this, and this was like all rusty. But you can just clean it off. Just keep at it, elbow grease. So what I had to do to get it working was a bunch of things. Didn't have any grippers or gripper bars, so I got these out of NA Graphics out of Silverton, Colorado. Nice. It didn't have a box car. The chase was just empty, and I don't really use old type. I just use polymer plates, so I ended up just buying a piece of 0.875 inch thick milled flat aluminum out of Midwest Steel and Aluminum. This was a pretty good deal. It was $50 for this piece, and they actually cut it to my specifications. I just got it to fit inside the chase exactly because I only use polymer plates. It was missing one of the hooks, so I ended up just making 4 new hooks. These are just quarter 20, 8-inch long stainless steel bolts I got on Amazon, and I cut the heads off that were here, heated them up, bent them. I bought these springs on Amazon. They were very inexpensive. Had these nuts laying around. The rollers are from Todd's Press Time. He does a really nice job with these rollers. I'm very pleased with them. They were $100 each, so about $200 in rollers. One of the things that was, a real challenge was these rails. I don't know what happened. Somebody must have filed this right rail because I have one piece of aluminum tape on here on this side. This is the tape I use. It's just the, heating and air conditioning duct metallized aluminum. This is about 4/1000ths of an inch thick. And what I did was I just measured with my calipers, a very clear path across each rail. And what I did was I got the heights at, this side and this side. And all I wanted to do was make them even, so the rollers would be parallel. And boy, I was surprised. The left side was not too bad. The right side, I have 6 layers of tape on this side, and it's tapered, so I had to intermittently put I had to put +1, +2, +4, plus another 4 layers. So as you get down to the bottom here, there's a lot of tape down there, but you know what? It's what you need to do to get this to roll perfectly parallel to the plate. And, it works really well. I'm very pleased with it. While we have it up, you really got to, take your time and finesse these little plate and adjusting screws. So this is totally parallel to your plate. Once it's up, has to be the right distance. In fact, I got these. These actually go to the chase bed. I'm not going to take the plate up, but they stick on. They're just aluminum. They're just... So you put 4 in the corners. It's a great system. In fact, this kind of cool system this guy came up with. One of them has a little thing where you can stick this rod in here, and you can also use it to test your roller. If you can actually push it in and get the little stripe on here. And anyway, I am not a professional letterpress guy. I'm a designer. I do a lot of graphics, advertising. I love letterpress. I got this for a couple projects. It's a really beautiful form of printing. And I tell you what, I just finished this invitation. Full disclosure, this is for my son, so even more fun. This is a manila folder. It's pretty bright, but I just stuck it on the back here. And I just used some butcher paper. This is just butcher paper that I put in there. And then my top layer, I just used Tyvek. And it works really well. In fact, not only do I use Tyvek, I actually use, let me show you here. I use, these are the Henry gauge pins. And they're just little double stick standoffs that allow you to basically, position your paper, what gauge pins do. But, they're like a foam, rubber or foam standoff. Nothing's going to get damaged. You can reposition them. They work great on Tyvek, actually. So I've had great luck with this. It works really well. used to get my ink at Southern Ink. I guess it's called Blue Press ink now. And we just got this one. I can show you some. I'll throw a few stills in of what we just printed. But yeah, stick with it. I mean, when things are dialed in, it's a pleasure. And until they are, it can be frustrating. And you just have to hang in there and remember, things got to be parallel. You got to be precise, and you got to be neat. So good luck, everybody.